Before we get into this video, I would like to apologize for any mispronunciations that may occur. I am not a linguist, merely a storyteller who brings you the history that many have forgotten or kept hidden. But without further ado, let's get started. Little is known about the lands far to the south of Herat and its inhabitants. Its history was lost in time and wars we only heard rumors of. One of these inhabitants are the half-trolls in Petorogwyth, monsters allied to Mordor and ready to march to war on Sauron's command. But what is their real story? How did they come to be? It is believed that the half-trolls were a creation of Sauron as a consequence of the war he lost against the elves during the Second Age in the year 1701. Sauron's orcs were not as strong or intelligent as the elves, and the Numenor in the west proved to be a powerful kingdom reaching its prime, leading to a defeat Sauron would for a long time despise and seek revenge for. Adept in the powerful and corrupting magic, he sought to create new yet stronger creatures to join his ranks. Thus he travelled far south to the island of Tol Torog, away from Middle-earth to prevent any of the free folk finding his experiments. It is, however, uncertain how he made the half-trolls. Some say he tried crossing man and stone trolls for an army that would have the strength of the trolls, but the capability of walking in the sun and intelligence of a man. Others claim that they were molded from the volcanic ashes and rock themselves. Another theory suggests that orcs and Uruk-hai were mixed with the trolls to reach the desired effects, but nothing in the history gives us any concrete evidence. In my view, I feel like Sauron used the Moradine and Tardine along with stone trolls to create the half-trolls, because if we were to dive as deep as to pay attention to the skin of the half-trolls, which are either grey, red or brown, and seeing how the two tribes also have a dark skin, may it just be that the genetic skin color was carried over? I know that's stretching it a bit, but honestly, anything is possible at this point. What is your idea on how these half-trolls were created by Sauron? What theory do you tend to believe? Let me know in the comments. Though his creation was not a total failure, meaning these crossbreeds were capable of walking under the sun and had a strength close to that of a stone troll, Sauron still considered his creation a failure due to the lack of high intelligence. In addition to that, his intention was required back in Mordor again, so he left them as they were on Tol Torog. The half-trolls, left to their own devices, started expanding at a very slow pace. Their reproduction was, in addition to low intelligence, very slow. But even so, without any opposition, they flourished in their lands, terrorizing the adjacent human tribes with raidings and ravaging bands into the mainland. The Moradine suffered the most from these raids, hence the naming of the half-trolls as the Great Demons. The Tardine, in their turn, lost one of their proud cities to invading half-trolls as a consequence of a terrible war, and the Limwaith lost many villages to Sauron's new terror. It was the Carinrim from the bushlands who showed any real resistance to their intimidating presence by considering them one of the greatest hunting trophies for only the greatest of warriors to fell. It was not until the War of the Ring had started in the Third Age when Sauron remembered his old creation, and the Haradrim envoys were sent to call the half-trolls to his aid. It is worth saying that even though Sauron had abandoned them for so long, their devotion and loyalty to their creator never dwindled, and they were happy to answer the call. They were ordered to march north, further north than they had ever marched before, to the lands of the Stone Man, we all know as Gondor. Yet in the end, after the War of the Ring, most of the half-trolls were slain in battle, and only a few remained scattered throughout the world and nearly forgotten, hunted by the Carinrim and the Moradine to the very last one. Aside from their history, there is a document called Perry the Winkle that speaks of a lonely troll, his folk gone beyond recall from lands far away, the last of all from Weathertop to the sea. Though it is not made clear whether or not this troll was a half-troll or not, it is made clear that he walked through the Shire in daylight and is looking for a friend. Is this a half-troll who marched north and ended up in Eriador somehow? Was it after the destruction of Sauron that the magic, which possibly had any control over the half-trolls, was lifted, and did that grant them a mind of their own? Or were they just happy that their creator returned to them? This is certainly something to think about. So when you do meet the grey demons from the south, do not forget that they were born from failure and left abandoned for thousands of years only to be used and slaughtered far away from home. I do hope you guys enjoyed that video. It was so much fun to make, and I couldn't have done it without a team that helped me create and get this lore fixed. Of course, the mod team played its part, but as well as a few members of the Wikia contributed. I'll make sure to put their names on the screen so you guys know who helped me with these. There will be more about the other factions that don't really have everything sorted out yet. Let me know what you guys thought of this, if this was the format you'd like to see it in. I'm basically just trying something new, and I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did, because the half-trolls have so much more behind them than I initially thought, and it was kind of a sad story to tell, and I hope you guys feel the same way and maybe give the half-trolls a new chance, because so far as I have accounted, they have kind of fallen on the background of servers and factions because there isn't much known about them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like and a comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.